Well, let's do it because our audience is exceptionally intelligent. And
how do we get such a good group?
I know, it's great. And I know that from the feedback that we've heard, they want to get better.
Right.
So maybe share with our folks, what's something that maybe they would see. Maybe somebody goes, I don't think I'm a micromanager, but how do I really know whether I'm micromanaging my staff or not? Maybe they think that I just want to be really involved with my people. I just really want to stay right there with them on the front lines and do it. And they don't realize that maybe they've crossed the line. What are some things, like you already mentioned, maybe it's staff turnover, maybe people are leaving a lot. There could be other things that contribute to that as well. But what are some things that somebody, if they were going to say, all right, I'm going to look around my organization, some of the things that they might see that might make them think perhaps I'm being a little too controlling, I'm a little too micro in some of those areas. What are some things they could look for?
One that comes to mind happened to a fellow manager that I worked with. He loved that people had to come to his office to get approval. All right, so we're going to change from Bic pens to Papermate. You need to go to that person? We just need pens. Or get both if people like different grips or whatever. But he wanted to approve everything. And I think it was out of mistrust in some way. And I think there was another naughty word is I think he felt superior.
Sure.
And you wrote a book about servant leadership, which we've touted. It's a great book. But that's not really a servant leader who micromanages.
So what would somebody look for? Because people are going to say, well, yeah, of course, I need to sign off on that. So what are they going to look for in themselves or in their teammates that are coming in to make these requests to say, you know what, I'm hanging on to these things too tightly?
That example, I won't say the person's name, but that example, he enjoyed it. I didn't.
Okay.
It was interruptive to me. Like, you just order pens. It's totally fine. We need blue, black, and red. It could be Papermate, Bic, doesn't matter to me. He wanted to make it an ordeal. So he actually asked this person, what do people like? And, what's the cheapest? Well, what if they like the most expensive? He would have said, buy the cheapest. It's just pens. Let the person buy the cheapest pens then. Just say it. And I think having them come in kind of fueled the ego. And if it fuels your ego or if it fueled my ego, that's a good checkpoint. Like, yeah, I like it when they come to me. I didn't. I was like, okay, I was busy working on a project or proposal, and you came in to ask me on something that really is an $8 an hour job. We need to get up to the macro level.
Right.
The micromanagement macro leader. I think that's kind of my play on our podcast today is be more of a macro leader, not a micromanager.
Hey, I'm Greg from the Craig and Greg Show. And if you've enjoyed this clip, please go for the full edition and subscribe so you get notified when we send another episode for you to be challenged as a leader.